calling, it whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sort of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay its love.
At advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay hardy, friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roam. At advantage.
Checked in, sounds good. So I think we should we just start with AJ's quote from last session? AJ picks like a fun little quote.
Yeah.
That piqued their little interest from last session. So I would love to hear what your quote from last session is.
So this is insert like asterisk, sexy voice asterisk.
Mhm.
You have such a huge glaive. And that I have nonstop been saying that to Bear as a joke. It's like he'll be like just standing there like, hey, and I'm just like,
Who said that?
I think you did.
Oh, okay. Wait,
I was like, it's either you or Dave, but it was one of you two.
Well, how delightful. Well, now that we got the best part of the session out of the way, let's go ahead and all roll d20s to see who gets to do the recap.
Oh, let's go, bitch. I ain't
Alright,
doing
looks
it.
like
Oh my
Matt
God.
is doing it.
Unlock or matching. You guys are besties.
I hate it.
It's
so
meant to be. Meant to be. Alright, everyone shut up. Matt is going to do the recap from last session.
That's
So.
rude.
good thing I took good notes on this session. I had a feeling. Pretty much the entire session was us fighting Scion. Most of that last session was us fighting Scion.
Yes.
He was very hard to beat. Almost, I think all but Mads went down. Mads was biggie chillin'. Instead of cutting his head off with her axe, we find a boat. We still see that the Olandians are fighting, and we find a boat. Balbigon and Trixie are alive. Dimitri's still alive, or as I wrote it, Himeros' baby boy. Apparently, and now Temple's on fire, gasping. Oh my gosh! What the heck? And then we get on the boat. There is very quiet. We see off in the distance that it's very foggy. There's this one single ship, and then there's this whole very, very deep interaction between June and Mads, where she learns that her two of her crewmates died, and the really racist bartender. The really racist bartender died.
Just balance.
That is very important. And then there's an interaction between Funlack and Himeros, and now we're at this town. Right.
Tarrell.
Okay, perfect.
I couldn't remember what it's called because I didn't write it down.
You're good. It's called Tarrell. I think the only one that would
Tarrell.
actually know that off the top of their head would be June.
That's like where you're
But-
from, right? we don't know
She's
that.
from. She's not from this. This town is like a small town, like very small town. I'll give inspiration to the first person that can tell me the color of Scion's flames that he
Green.
emitted.
Green.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
June got it.
green.
June gets inspiration.
Whatever. Fucking,
We'll be
I like to
faster.
strip.
fucking kiss out.
Wait, how do I
Like you
connect this?
did-
Oh, there it is. There.
Fucking
Ah.
kiss ass bitch.
All right, let's calm down.
Well, I liked
Calm
his style. I mean, June might
Yeah,
steal
it
his
was
keys, you know.
down. Alrighty. So we are on your little dinghy, and we are approaching the town of Tarrell, which is a very small town, like I mentioned. It's just like kind of on the riverbank from the coast a little bit. You did see it kind of going in, but it does look kind of like swampy and marshy, kind of getting as you get closer to the actual island, which the island you are approaching is Waxahachie, which is like one of the smaller islands, so not that big a deal if you don't remember what it's called. But here I will pull it up on our map here. So everyone can see the map. This is the island right here. Y'all see where June's head is on the Twitch overlay? Yeah, it's right there. So y'all were roughly around here, and then now y'all are roughly around here. So yeah, it's a smaller island in the Chattering Isles, but that is where y'all are ended up at. And yeah, y'all are floating down. Everyone, I believe, is on the top level of this little dinghy. That's not really a dinghy; it's just a small boat. But there was a bottom floor, and while everyone is up there, Marvas decided to stay downstairs, quote unquote, for a moment. And as y'all are pulling up, kind of like docking yourself to like this little like kind of like muddy coastline on the edge of Tarrell, we'll go to Marvas at the bottom of the boat, who I guess is just sort of waking up. And Marvas, as you're kind of looking around, there's like some crates and barrels, along with like the few like kind of like pieces of cloth and rug that you may have used as like blankets and pillows throughout the night for all of y'all. But in between two barrels specifically, like two of these wooden barrels, you see bright blue eyes peering back at you, and without seeing what it is other than the eyes, it's just shadows. And all you hear just in your head is, funny, ain't it? How you didn't read something so important? You should be careful with that one. It's hard to tell if the hand is trying to hold the crown or rip it off. Bet she knows, though. And then the eyes just disappear. And you can roll a religion check and let me know if you get over a 16.
Okay, I will do that.
That's a high DC.
Well, it's
Probably
a
not.
high DC.
My religion is a negative, so we'll see.
Faithless.
Well, it's taking forever. I need to change my dice because I did a fancy one and now it like rolls across my screen for like 5 minutes.
I had one that were like those. It was like a from the D&D movie on D&D Beyond. They gave you a bunch of things, and one was the dice, and it was so heavy, and like it just sounded. And I was like, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of this. It was so cool looking. I had to get rid of it.
Oh, you rolled a 16, but it was -1.
Oh,
Yep.
you have no idea what it's talking about. But at this point, a pair of glowing blue eyes may not be the strangest thing that's happened to you in the last couple of days talking to you. So, but that did happen. And you could probably feel from underneath that the small little boat did pull up to a shore. And you can kind of go back upstairs if you want, or not, do whatever you want. But everyone upstairs, you notice that as you are pulling up, you are in Tarrell, the small little town. And it is starting to sprinkle, and it is very cold outside as well. But this town isn't bustling, and you're not sure if maybe because it's like sprinkling, but the town is yours to explore. But it's, to your knowledge, it looks like a just small, what most of you have just assumed a stereotypical Chattering Isles town would be like. It's kind of dark, gloomy, muddy, swampy.
Did I go through this town in my original little trek, or would I have like gone through like a bigger town?
You would have gone through the Scale Grove, which is further north and is bigger, because you went through the Lizard Folk The lizard
Yeah,
folk
yeah,
help you out. Yeah. You would be aware. You would probably have heard of this town. It's like a small little town, though, and it's probably because your Mineral Wells is an island neighboring this one. That is the only reason you may have heard of it. Someone from like Canton probably has never heard of this town, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, do something. Dance, monkeys, dance.
What time is it? Is it morning?
It's morning, yeah. Well, it's hard to tell for everyone. You would assume it's morning based on your your internal alarm clocks, but you've gotten deeper into the Chattering Isles, and you can see like pieces of the sun like kind of breaking through like cloud coverage. But the Chattering Isles is almost always dark, cloudy, and gloomy. That's just like the nature of the Isles.
As we're getting off our boat raft thingy, does Funlock see any like smoke, fire, any kind of sense of destruction? Like people have come this direction for fighting, battle, any signs of that?
You can roll a perception. You can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Remember that time Marvas almost made the check but had a negative modifier?
I have an advantage. If this is
Rip in
not good.
pieces.
No, okay. Well,
Yeah, you're not too sure.
I have
it's quite a little
advantage, so I
town.
will roll again. Well, no, okay.
Wow.
Yikes. Yeah, you have no idea. It's just a small little town, but also it's like cold and like kind of sprinkling, and you're a little like not technically a princess, but as close to a dwarven princess as probably a dwarf princess could be. And you probably hate the rain.
Yeah.
Your buns, your hair, your nice McHare outfit.
Yeah, everything is a little too much, and I think Funlock is just gonna kind of start storming off to find somewhere to go and get a warm drink. So I think she's gonna start walking.
Anyone else?
Not say anything, just kind of huddle up and just breathe and start going.
Sounds cute. What's everyone else up to?
Can I check my arm real quick?
Yeah.
Just see if the thing is still on it. The pact.
It 100% is.
Cool.
It is there. Whenever you feel bored, you're more than welcome to read it.
Reading material. Maybe I should.
Yeah, good reading material. All right. Anyone else?
I'm gonna follow Funlack just to keep an eye.
Okay, keep an eye.
I'll
on it.
follow Himeros.
We're gonna like.
Himeros has a little.
No, I'm not
Funlack's the line leader.
I was gonna say Himeros is has June's arm, but he's not in a great mood right now. I forgot. So
Neither
he's
is
not
she.
gonna do that. Yeah.
She's kind of trailing behind a little dejectedly. And it wasn't breakfast.
Anyone else is kind of so? Let's just make a safe assumption that y'all are walking into the town, right? Kind of in between 1 and 2 here, right here. Everyone can make a perception check as well.
Round 2. Do you want
Ooh,
me?
your boy got a. Why can't I see that?
Wow.
Wow,
I got a
what is
22.
happening, you guys?
This happened last session too. I thought we got all the bad rolls out of our system last time.
No, it's
Himeros
been too
is
long. It's 'cause we skipped
perceptive.
weeks. Gotta get 'em
Okay,
on our
Himeros and Marvas, you both notice that the town is quiet, and it is small, and it is cold and raining, but there shouldn't be no one outside. And Himeros, with your score being significantly higher, you notice that, it looks like there's a couple of footprints in, the mud, that look like they have dried up and then, kind of are getting moisturized because of the recent rain. And the door on number 2 is, left open. It looks like people, abandoned the town.
Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna let the group. Well, are we all still kind of together? Do you think?
Up to everyone.
Yeah, I think.
I know-
Funlock's
June's sticking close to
probably
Himeros.
a few steps ahead, but...
Himeros will look back at the group and just kind of be like, I think this town was recently evacuated or something. Give me a second. And it's gonna take me 10 minutes, but I'm gonna cast the augury spell. And it's the same. Remember before I cast the augury? Okay, it's good. Yeah, so I don't have to redo it.
So you don't have to do any checks or anything, right?
No. You just tell me if what we're gonna do is gonna give good results, bad results, a both, or nothing. Yeah. So you see me like kind of get my book out and my eyes glow and I start like whispering these words, and I'm basically trying to see if we go into this town, if we're gonna be in danger or not.
Okay. And you just do this right in the middle of the rain?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's just chilling in the rain, I'm assuming, while Himeros is doing the spell that they would have seen him do before, at least once before.
Cool, scarf over
and
my head.
as Himeros is doing his little incantations for after roughly about 10 minutes, his little book that he holds floats up in the air again and slowly folds open, but the pages flip really quickly and it stops, and only Himeros sees this, but the words on the page say, Himeros and his friends did arrive safely, and with the knowledge that Dimitri was safe, he did find some comfort, but the comfort wouldn't be found in this small town known as Tarrell. And then the book closes.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that doesn't. Okay. So I'm gonna look to the group again, and I'm gonna be like, so I'm not sure. I don't know if we're necessarily in danger here, but I definitely know we're not gonna be comforted in any way. So that's all the information I could kind of gather, if you will.
Would June have insight as to what happened here or why?
You can roll a history check.
As far as she knows, this has been a town. Just
yes, actually, I did write this in. If you wanted to do a history check, you need to let me know if you've gotten over a 10.
Okay.
This is only for June. No one else would even know.
What did you roll?
What did you?
Gosh.
What did you
have your
natural 1 minus 1?
Oh
we are off to a great start. Oh
you have inspiration, but if not, we can just keep rolling too. Whatever you want to do, but it's not that big of a deal.
You know what? Should I? Over to 10. Can
I wouldn't.
No,
I think you can.
She's sitting there in the rain with her scarf over her head, and she's just looking at her necklace back and forth, not really paying attention, I think.
Yeah, you've heard of Tarrell. You know it's small. You know it's like a fishing town. That's like the fact that it's been evacuated doesn't really even surprise you, really, because you're probably just like, well, would they evacuate like 5 people?
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, that's that. So this is y'all's knowledge at the moment of this small little town.
Yeah, I don't know why they evacuated, but there's probably 5 people living here, so it ain't too nothing,
Jeez. Well, I know Funlack probably didn't stop to watch Himeros do their spell. They would have kept walking forward. And I think what they're trying to do is look for any kinds of life, smelling anything. She's trying to find somewhere with food, but she's got her senses tuned in. Is there anything?
So I did mention on your map there, the building labeled 2 does have a sign on it, as if it was probably a excuse me.
Oh my god.
Store of some sort.
Okay.
And the sign is just named Roads, but Roads as not in the how it's spelled as a street or a road. Roads isn't spelled in the typical last name, Roads. But that's the one that has the door open.
Okay. I think
And then one where you're at, in between 1 and 2. 1 just looks like a house or like cabin or
Okay.
like someone would like live there.
Funluck's gonna go inside.
The 2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm following.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So y'all make it inside, and it's a tiny little general store. There is like a little counter service, that and a couple of tables that looks like maybe this was a general store that people also just sort of hung out with at, not so much as like a tavern or a bar or anything, but more like where fishermen kind of like got together and like talked about like their catch of the day and like when they were like preparing to go out to the sea or the ocean or what have you.
Okay.
So
Funluck's going to go straight to the kitchen and start ransacking whatever is there.
sure.
And there's no people in here, right?
There's no one in here.
Yeah.
No one in here. It's pretty dark, because like the candles are out as well.
Yeah.
And when you go into the kitchen, it looks like a lot of the food has either been taken away on the ground or is slowly starting to rot because it wasn't preserved correctly at the time.
Okay.
But-
Well,
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
I was also.
My new fancy spell that I got. Well, somebody
your
has a cantrip, but it's chromatic orb.
oh, for light.
And what are you doing?
I would like the fireplace that's over here. This is a fireplace in the corner, right?
Yes, yeah, go ahead and light it.
Okay, yeah. I was just gonna use chromatic orb to do so because I don't have a cantrip that does it. But
The drama.
she's
drama.
cold and wet and sad,
Okay, sure.
so she wants a nice warm fire. Oh no, why is it?
That's amazing. Everyone else can roll an
3D8.
investigation. Everyone else can roll an investigation, except for Funluck and June, because you already did your things.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
Okay. Investigation, you say?
that's what I said.
Wow.
I didn't know you wanted to die today.
Okay.
Where the
Be very careful. They're the
I
DM.
find anything today? Oh, why is my investigation? My investigation's not good. What?
Okay, this is good. So, Himeros, you're just sort of wondering why, June is casting chromatic orb to light a fireplace, because she knows she's registered, so she must have gone to the institute. So it's like, why doesn't she know like fire? It's like she don't know how to produce a flame. That's interesting. Mads, you know that you're wondering why June didn't take 5 seconds to realize we're in a general store and that there is kindling. There's a couple of simple tools of like camping gear. She could have used any of that.
She's
Where's the
relied on her
Starkest fire?
magic her whole life.
Yeah. You're kind of wondering why
Don't need
that
to do
wasn't a
that.
thing. But Marvas, you know this as, I'm assuming, as you walk through, I'm gonna move you right here. As you walk down this step here, you hear a creak. And you have a feeling that this floorboard is like false, or like it doesn't really fit. It's like there's something off about it right below your foot there.
Oh shit. Here we go.
I'm gonna take my glaive and try to pry up the floorboard.
Okay, cool. You do so. It's not hard. And there is a note and a dagger in this floorboard. If you want to do something with that.
I mean, yeah, I'll just take both.
Okay. You can roll. Do you read the letter, or do you check out the dagger? Or do you just take
I'll skim the letter first, probably.
Okay. Are you going to read it out? You know, I'll go ahead and just read it. But and then you can decide if you want to tell everyone or not. I was gonna DM you, but honestly, let's just go for it. So Marvas, as you're skimming through this letter, it says in common, which you think is kind of weird because you've heard a lot of people speak Yalish, but this is actually in common. It says, Lacey, when and if you come back, take this and go to the Druids. We're being evacuated very quickly by that Rashan I wrote you about that came a few days ago. Take this and let it protect you if you do go to the Grove. After hearing what they said, I know Ma and I made the right decision to send you to the Institute. Branch Mother embrace you. Signed, Pa.
What the fuck?
And to the Druids, was it?
To the Druids. Only Marvas is read this.
Yeah.
And Marvas, you can roll an Arcana if you would like to see what the dagger is, and let me know if you get above an 8.
Well, let's see. I'm about to like turn off the dice rolling because it's still rolling across my screen.
It's rolling.
It just
The
keeps
dice
going.
aren't the only thing rolling, honey.
Oh my god.
I got a 13.
13, perfect. This is a dagger of warning.
Oh.
Which you would know is a dagger that basically glows when there's something that it perceives as going to be a danger to you.
It's D&D Sting. That's very
Mm-hmm.
cool.
D&D Sting,
It's
exactly.
Very cool.
So that is what you have located. And do with all that information what you will.
Well, he's gonna kind of stick the dagger in his pocket, and then I know it's mine now. I found it. And then
Shut up, David.
No, that was really funny, right?
who do I want to tell about this? You know what? I'm just gonna tell everybody. Just be like, "Hey, I found a note." Just kind of not yell, but loudly say out loud, "Hey guys, I found a note."
I will put the contents in our Discord. In the lore section,
Cool.
okay?
You should probably give that to Funlack. Funlack seems to be the one that is the wielder of all the notes and important stuff. I feel like she's the responsible one.
I became the mule.
Oh, not
The
the mule.
responsible one.
Actually, Funlack may have. Funlack would definitely know this. Anyone else who really cares, they can roll a history check to see if they've ever. You would have probably heard of it, but maybe not. But Funlack, you definitely would have heard or seen in the letter the word Rashan, which means a person, which is what they call people from the kingdom of Rish, which is actually very close to the Ruby Vein, which is where you're from in Freyr.
Ooh.
So that is a Rashan being in the Chattering Isles is also not super common. So but they are explicitly stated to have come a few days ago in this letter.
I think we should not stay here.
Why?
Well, nothing here is going to be of use to us. Unless we need to look around and try and collect anything that's going to help us. But, one, we're definitely on the run. If you haven't
Yeah.
noticed, I don't think we should stay here. I think we should continue.
I mean, that's a group call.
We can talk about it. I think I need to see. I think I need to go where these people went. I need to know why Sean was here. That's not really your concern, but I do think we have a better chance of figuring out
Abby.
what is going on. Yes.
I think it's kind of hard to hear you.
Is it? No! Okay.
Sorry.
Is that better?
Your mic's also pulled up. I don't know if you know that.
No, my mic's just broken. It keeps being broken. It's
Oh, that's that's
No, it's just my mic being broken. Is that better? I moved it
yes,
closer.
much.
Okay.
Yes. Don't ever embarrass me like that again, please.
Whatever. Don't remember what I was saying.
Let's just hope whatever Funlax said wasn't important, okay?
Okay.
Around for like colorful thread, I will say, just as a background thing. She's like in the background, just like looking for thread that is colorful and pretty.
Yeah, there would be
Okay.
there would be a couple like fishing line things that would be like that.
Or for like
because this is
selling.
there would be a couple of
Oh,
fishing
that's
line
cute.
things that would.
I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
Funlax
This
gonna
is like-
pocket the note.
Yeah, this is gonna have a lot of like. This is gonna be like, if you kind of gather things, this would be a way to like replenish things that would be in your adventurer's pack, your explorer's pack, stuff like that. So just like ropes, camping supplies, kindling, just all the boring stuff D&D players never actually want to look up. This is your refresh for that.
Nice.
Okay.
That's hot.
I thought so.
Is there any maps that are gonna tell me where Dimitri's at?
Maps?
Yeah.
What? No, not in this town of like 3 people. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was worth an ask.
Yeah.
Funlax gonna go over by the fire and kind of like motion like everyone. We shouldn't stay here. We need to leave. People are after us. I need to go see what this note is about. I think it may affect me. I think we should stay together. Whatever is going on, I think it would be better to be in numbers than to go out alone.
Okay.
You have experience with this kind of thing, so I trust your judgment.
My judgment may be a little off right now. But
You know, like you went all crazy for the bacon this morning?
yeah, that's a thing.
Well, just get some food in your belly, you'll be all good. You a little hangry? I get hangry too.
You know, food does sound nice. I think we should check the houses. There's no one here. They're obviously not coming back anytime soon. Get what we can and keep moving.
Okay.
But I know it's
Oh,
moving
but clap.
fast. What do you guys want to do?
Sounds cute.
That's a vibe for sure.
That makes sense.
What was that character, Brandon?
So are y'all heading back out of this general store back into the main town area?
Mm-hmm.
Jill's gonna try and see if she can find some snacks and like throw a handful of silver on the counter.
I mean, there might be a couple like preserves and just like standard like like snacks like trail mix and maybe like some jerky and stuff like that. But a lot, you get the feeling a lot of this was taken pretty quickly, and like a lot of that, like to where like it looks like some of it dropped on the floor and stuff like that. But you might find a couple of things here and there.
Yeah, she'll just grab some little snacky snacks.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and just throw your money right into that fire.
No, she's just gonna place on the counter. She's a good bean, okay?
Yeah, for sure. All right. So
Why is no letting me remove money from my inventory? Hello?
because it's for a dumb reason. So we're gonna...
Wow! Wow!
I love that we get punished for role playing. I love that so much.
Okay. Don't embarrass
You
me.
can just make me manually do the math myself on silver to gold conversions. Fine, D&D Beyond.
What? What do we pay all this money for? You know,
I was just putting a handful of fucking silver on the counter.
No, I mean we're paying for D&D Beyond, but we're not. It was a joke,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
right.
Yeah.
No kidding.
right? Am I right?
Yeah, I think you're
Usually
right.
does it on the D&D Beyond side. I guess just doing it through VTT is mad.
Silence. Okay, y'all are back into town.
Spicy today.
Today?
You say that every
Yeah,
like every fucking session. People say that. A great time.
I'm not spicy, I just have fun.
Quote. Quote! I'm not spicy. I just have fun.
All right, so y'all are back in the town. It's still sprinkling. Maybe getting a little heavier, but nothing to like. It just nothing to write home about. It's more so the combo of cold and like wet air that sucks. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's murky.
Does there seem to be anything magical about this rainstorm?
no,
No. Okay.
yeah, no. It's just rainy, ma.
Just rainy.
No, that's why I have a scarf all the time. I do a whoop and puts it over her head.
I mean, we kind of had partaken in a magical rainstorm in, you know, the sea, so
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to find out. Should we
go
split up and try and find what we can and meet back here? You don't want to stay together doing it?
I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah, if y'all want to do that, that is totally cool with me. I want everyone to roll initiative just so it doesn't get too chaotic and we can separate who goes first by that. Y'all don't mind.
I kind of mind.
Oh no, what are we gonna do about
Oh,
that?
no.
I know.
Oh yeah, damn. What are we gonna? How's that gonna work?
Oh no.
David minds. David minds. Everyone stop. David minded. We'll see y'all next
Unlock
week.
at the
Okay.
highest, so that makes sense.
Everyone good? Okay. So Finny Fun, this is your idea, so you get to go first.
Bunny bunny.
Thought we rolled for initiative.
We did.
We did. Who's going where, I guess?
I'm being facetious.
Yeah,
I guess
you are.
Funlax is gonna go straight into that house that was right next door.
Into one?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So let's do that, okay? And then I'll let everyone decide where they're going, and then we'll go back into initiative to see to explain what's going on. So Funlac, you're going to 1. Himeros, June, let's go ahead and put you right back there. Okay.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Is
You said
there-
you said we were hopping out of initiative to decide where people were going.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, if I like walk down the street a little bit, what am I seeing with these buildings? Like,
Well, you don't really need a perception check. Baseline, what you see is what looks like to be a long building with a bunch of tree trunks around it and in it. A larger building, a pagoda, and a smaller cabin house-esque. As far as the 4 right in front of you.
I'll go to the pagoda one.
Okay, that would be 8. So let's move you there.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No. Thank you.
Okay. All right, and June, I would love if you would go ahead and take your turn.
It's gonna come around the corner here to these little houses.
Okay. All right, so June, you went.
These are houses, right? Like in the corner, little farmhouses or something.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Which one are you going to? 3 or 4?
3.
3. Okay.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah, she can't see me. I'm hiding under the number.
Marvis, if you want to decide where you're going.
I'm also gonna scoot over here, but I'm gonna look in the courtyard kind of area. Like outside, around the buildings, not in them.
Which one?
Between 2, 3, 4, and 5, that little intersection.
Okay, if you were to focus in on one area though, what do you think you would be focusing in on?
I guess around
Fuck.
house 4.
4, okay. I'll put you on the outside of 4, and then we'll get to that in a second. And then Mads, where are you kind of chilling?
Mad is just gonna walk straight and go towards weird building number 6.
Weird building number 6. That always sounds promising.
I know.
All right, so
She
are
just
you?
she's enjoying the rain, and she's just for the first time, you kind of see her almost skipping. Almost.
Almost. Well, as much of a skip as Mads has been known to skip to my loo, I'm sure.
Definitely.
Alrighty, so everyone's where they wanted to go, where they wanted to go. So let's go to Funlack. So you approach this house, and it's smaller, but maybe not so much for you.
Yikes.
I said what I said. So you approach this little house, and as you walk in, you can roll an investigation check.
I get advantage on this one too. If it's not.
Why?
I don't know.
I think it's blood hunter stuff.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, there's advantage on a lot of things. Well.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. So you do notice, like, as you walk in, this house, the ceilings are a lot lower than a lot of what you would assume human houses tend to be. And as you're kind of looking around, you notice that this house has been like picked clean. Like there's a lot of stuff looks like it's been carried out in a very similar fashion to how the general store was. But as you're sort of walking to the little living room area, you step on you hear like a crack below you. And as you step your foot off, you see it's a picture frame that is now broken. And as you go to pick it up, it is a picture of a little marsh halfling family. A middle-aged man, woman, and two little marsh halfling kids in this picture. And you assume that this is probably their house that they evacuated very quickly, and it looks like someone may have dropped this precious picture while they were trying to leave.
Okay. Funlock will take the picture out of the frame and pocket it.
But other than that, this house, like I said, was kind of picked clean, so there's not really, unfortunately, a lot going on with it. So we will go back to Himeros, who went to this pagoda, and this pagoda looks like if you want to roll a religion check.
Yes, I would love to. Oh, yikes. I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you get the feeling that this is that there's elements to a religious shrine here, but you're not super familiar with this particular religion. But you get that there's elements of that. You can also roll a investigation for me.
Okay.
You don't mind. Do you mind?
13.
Perfect. So as you walk up, you do get the feeling that there was a like religious shrine. You're not really sure what religion or what deity that this is, but the Chattering Isles, from where you've heard, like, practice a bunch of interesting things that necessarily you don't in the big old city. But you do notice that there is like a dried bouquet of large flowers that are just on the ground, of like gardenias, hydrangeas, roses, maybe like magnolias, kind of all jumbled together. That's kind of wilting and drying a little. And as you walk up to the pagoda, you kind of notice that there's like a weird, like, your foot kind of drops a little. And it looks like there's like someone, like, especially the rain is kind of like helping expose this, but it looks like someone just dug something up in this little area that your foot stepped in.
So it looks like someone just...
Not just, but it looks like someone
dug something up, though. Yeah. Interesting.
Or dug... There is, like, a hole. Like, someone dug something there. And
Okay. But there's nothing like it's like they already took it out, whatever.
no,
it was, right?
it doesn't seem like they did. It seems like this
Oh.
like this rain's kind of like sinking into like expose that someone hid something there. Almost.
Oh, like they buried it. Okay. Work. I'm gonna I guess go in and try to see what this thing is.
Yeah, you reach in. Probably not your favorite thing, getting your hands dirty, but weird. Times is rough and things is strange right now. So, you kind of like smoosh your hand into like this mud, and you pull out what looks like to be a bottle of bourbon. And you can roll a history check for me as well.
Ooh, 16.
Perfect. So you had heard rumors, like, because you worship Amorma, so it's kind of your job to know about different practices, even if you've never experienced them yourself, on how like love, wedding, rituals, this, that, the other, go around depending on different areas. And since Chattering Isles is next to you, you probably would have realized that these are like different things, like with the bouquet and with the buried bourbon at a pagoda with a shrine. You get that this was probably a stereotypical Chattering Isles wedding that was happening.
Oh, there was a wedding. Does it look like around there's like any distress? Like
Not really.
I know. Okay, so it wasn't like a wedding was happening and then they all fucking had to leave.
Yeah, not really. Not
Okay.
not like that. No. It looks like maybe it didn't last as long as they would want to, but not that. Like.
Yeah.
You would also know that Chattering Isles weddings do tend to just be outside as well. Like, it's just part of their local culture. They do outside weddings, and they like bury the bourbon to signify that when they're both underground, they can enjoy a drink together again.
Cute. Oh, this is so fucking cute. I'm gonna look around to see if there's any information on like the people that got married.
Sure. As you're looking around, you see more of like just different like food, and like it almost looks like the party just didn't get cleaned up after. But as far as like specifically, you would just, based on your history check, you would know that this is probably specifically a human Chattering Isles wedding.
Interesting.
Like,
okay.
The dwarves and the halflings of this area tend to do things a little differently. So you would assume that this is probably a human wedding, especially based on like the bourbon and stuff.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing of interest, I'll just
not super, other than there was a wedding that was happening.
Oh, cute. Well, I love that. Cool. And then I guess that's all I'll do here.
Yeah. Okay. And then we got June, who is at 3. So June, you approach this little house, and it is a small cabin as well. And you approach the door, and it does look like the door is closed. Do what you will with that.
You'll do a little knocky knock out of politeness.
No one answers.
Okay, just gonna enter.
That's really rude. So you enter the house, and you do. It's really dark in here. It's like kind of darker than.
Got dark vision.
It is. Okay. Just you don't mind if I go ahead and play the game, right?
It's my turn. It's my turn to be like, oh yeah, DM, I have dark vision. It's my turn.
It's my turn. Oh my god, the trauma I heard in that. It's my turn.
So you walk in, and it's a house that looks like someone lived in it. Just this very small house. And there's like a bed, and there's also a dead animal in the middle of the living room, which you can roll me an investigation for.
Let the dogs out.
I'm great at this. Oh, it's not terrible.
What'd you get?
12.
Perfect. So you notice that it looks like an older dog. And then you can roll me a religion as well. like an elderly dog. Just
Why does it look like that?
you actually could do this with advantage if you wanted to.
Yay! 4, even worse.
5. Okay. Yeah. So
5 and a 4.
perfect. You are nailing it today.
I know. She's got a lot on her mind. And well,
So you're not sure what the actual name of this is, but you've heard of people who worship Awa, who is the nature goddess, specifically wild nature, performing rituals on older animals like this. But you're not. It's kind of like slipping your mind exactly like what the purpose and meaning and this, that, the other was for it. But you get the real. You do kind of remember that this is like an Awa kind of situation, but you don't remember why or how exactly.
Okay. Well, is there anything else of really note in here besides the poor doggy?
Not really, unfortunately. It does look like it looks like the ritual specifically that was done in the dog's blood. But other than that, yeah, it looks like again this house was like ransacked and evacuated pretty quickly.
Okay. Well. I was gonna say that typically June goes to like instinctually maybe like say a little prayer to Krayog and then like kind of hesitates and then kind of gives a little nod to the dog and then walks out without doing that little prayer. She would normally.
Are you gonna knock on the door on your way out too?
No.
Okay.
She's gonna close it behind her though.
I do love that. Okay. Awesome. So that is going to bring us over here to our little homeboy Marvas. If I can click, you don't mind if I click this, do you? Apparently it does. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna bring us over here to Marvas, and you approach this building. It is a little bigger than some of the other houses, but you do get the feeling that it is a house that you approach to. But the door is closed.
Okay, he kicks the door in.
You do not.
Oh,
you go to kick the door, and you notice there is, like, as you kick it, it's like a wave, and like you hear a slight ding. It's like a wave of like blue, like kind of shimmers over based on where your kick happened, almost like a water ripple on the door. And you can roll an Arcana, and since you were so aggressive, you can probably do it with advantage now.
The anticipation.
I know, it's taking forever. I hate these dice right now. Let's try that again. Okay. The first one was an 8, the second one is a 2.
Oh my gosh. If y'all could start rolling well, that would be awesome.
Didn't happen last session, ain't gonna happen this session, apparently.
Remember, 2 of y'all do have inspiration too. Don't ever feel scared of using that. So you went to kick, and you know that clearly something magical is blocking this door, which is weird. But you're not really sure what. But you can roll an investigation as well.
My investigation is also awful. So we'll see.
What are y'all good at? I'll start giving y'all. I'll start.
It's not
Wow.
It's just the dice. It's
I
just
know.
the dice.
Oh, that's easy.
Feeling
10's fine.
stuff.
10's, yeah, right. 10's fine. You do notice there's some windows though.
Can I try to... Can I try and open a window gently?
If you roll a sleight of hand, if I guess depending on how gently you're trying to be, or like stealth or something.
Okay. Well, I will take either of those. I'll do sleight of hand. If this isn't good, I'm gonna just leave.
Cancel D&D.
Yeah.
As a DM, I want y'all to roll well for some of this stuff, so... Oh, that's great! Yeah, so you notice that the window doesn't have the same spell that this door had on it. And you do kind of like, I guess you get like your glaive and you kind of like crack it open a little and you're able to slide it open. And you notice it doesn't make a lot of noise. And you find yourself in the middle of this living room, which doesn't look as ransacked as that general store you were just in looks. And there are two doors in front of you, and the room you're currently in has like a bearskin rug, some chairs, a couch, a table. The table, you do notice, has some food on it as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and try and like look at the food first and see if it's like nasty.
It's not.
Okay. I'm gonna try and take some of it.
You can. It's like simple things like pears and apples, and some bread as well.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. And then after that, I'm gonna go into like which is directions? The right room.
Right here?
Yeah. That
Wait, right here? The left room?
I bet this one. I don't know why it like flung me across the screen.
I was like, you had a 50-50 shot. Okay, cool. So you go in this room, and it looks like a bath setup, which is interesting for this small little town to have like a bathing situation indoors. But there's like a bathtub and another door to your right.
Okay, I'll go through the door on my right.
All right. You go in the door to your right, and there is a bedroom. You notice that there is a single bed and like a dresser, but not a whole hell of a lot else. But you can roll a let's see what I wanted you to roll. You can roll a perception check, please. Because as you walked through this door, you do hear
Okay.
your dice.
What the F?
The anticipation. Yeah, you can roll this with advantage because you clearly heard something as well.
Okay.
And I'm starting to feel bad for y'all at this point.
Oh no!
Not the dice. Not the dice taking this long. Oh, perfect. You got it by 1. I didn't even make it that high because you clearly heard someone.
Does that have good eyes? Okay.
it's a lot happening. He's been through a lot of trauma lately. So you heard this moan come from like this area, like not directly underneath the bed, but kind of like on the rug to the side of the bed. Like it was coming from underneath this rug.
Okay, that's scary.
But I will say it didn't sound. It sounded more distressed than malicious, if that makes sense.
Trying to think of like what a malicious groan sounds like.
Well, it didn't sound malicious. It would sound more distressed.
Yeah. He's gonna go over to the rug and like gently poke it with his glaive. Like not to do damage, just like poke. Like if you see like a dead animal and you like try to poke it.
It's just floor underneath it. Like if you're poking at it, it's just like wood you'd be poking, like through it through.
Is the floor okay? Gonna like try to lift up the rug and see if there's anything under it.
Looks like there's a little hatch door, like handle thing.
Okay. I'm gonna open it. Maybe gonna try to open it.
Yeah, I mean, you could open it pretty easily. As you do, you notice that there are two humans inside this like little hole that are looking up. Well, one's looking up to you. The man's looking up to you. And then there is a woman that looks like she is got her eyes closed, and she is the one that is making that moaning sound. So the man is got like brownish hair. He is a middle-aged human, like I said, and he he is the most prominent thing about him, other than like he's wearing like just sort of like traditional crunchy clothes and such like that. But he is missing his left arm. He is without his left arm. And there is the woman who has like kind of brunette hair as well. And she's got the same thing going on. She's a human female, brown hair. But the biggest thing about her is she looks like she is about to pop with pregnancy.
Oh.
What? Like, okay.
Marvas was not trained for this. Okay.
He looks up to the human man looks up to you, and he's like, what wait, you're not. What are you doing here? Go get out of here.
Okay. Marvas is just gonna walk back out of the room.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you don't have to tell me twice. I don't know. Okay.
The Marvas opening this door, like, be like, what are you doing? Get out of here! And just slowly backing up and closing doors out a word.
Yep.
I love it.
You know what? Do I want to
Marvas is on the spectrum, confirmed.
I do, man. Okay. He's gonna go into the other room real quick, maybe. Just kind of quietly try to open the door, because he knows there's people in here now, but he wants to see what's in the other room.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
gonna steal from them while they're in labor. Okay.
It looks like a kitchen setup, and it looks like they had just prepared dinner, which is what you saw out there that you stole from that pregnant woman.
Another quote.
Yeah. So that is kind of what you
see.
see in here. There is like a few supplies. It does look like maybe they have been doing some of the ransacking as well, like maybe picking up some of the things that other people had left behind when they were evacuated.
Okay. I am gonna grab. Are they like on plates, or is it still just kind of like scattered?
They're kind of scattered. It's not really like nice and neat now.
Okay. He's gonna grab the thing that's like easiest to grab sustenance-wise, and take it back in for the lady.
Okay, but not the things you stole from her originally, right?
Oh no, I want those chairs.
So there is like it does look like they had just boiled some hot water on like a little stove that they have, which you could do a medicine check to see what might be appropriate to bring a severely pregnant woman.
Well, let's see if my medicine is gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be a 12.
Oh, that's fine. You would assume. Well, sorry, excuse me. That's not fine, but it's okay. It's not right, but it's okay.
Sorry.
You would assume. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to this pregnant lady. So yeah. So you would assume like probably hot water makes sense. Like you probably want something like I don't know, relax you. You think hot water relaxes people, right? Migraines, all that stuff. She's gotta have a migraine happening. So you think that might be a good thing? And then there's some other things like there's like some salami and other things like that. And you're like, that seems hearty. Maybe she wants that. I mean, she's feeding 2 now, right? That makes sense. So
You bring her hot water and salami.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do pregnant women need? Hot water and salami.
Salami.
yeah, that would be going through your head. Yeah.
Marvas would. He'd be like, this sounds great for a pregnant lady. Okay. He's gonna bring that back to them.
Okay.
Put it in the hole and book it out the front door.
Nice.
Throw the hot water in this little hole.
Oh my god.
No, like gently put it down. Like gently.
And you said you went to the door?
Yeah, like, or tried. Or
Okay.
no, back out the window. is what I meant.
Okay. I was
The
like,
way
this
it came
is- You're gonna cartoon smash against the door.
I've done that in real life. I gave myself a bloody nose.
Oh.
Oof. Yikes.
Oh no.
Okay,
I'll give
so you
myself
go
a
back.
bloody nose.
You go back to the room, and it looks like the man is trying to like kind of like close the hatch again as you come in, and he's like, "I thought I said to leave. Like, just let us be."
Angry elf.
He's gonna gently like slip the salami under like the slightly open hatch and the water, and then
Nice.
he's gonna leave.
Leave without hearing or saying anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look
All right.
at the salami in the little hatch.
He's gonna put the salami in the hole.
Perfect. Nice.
He's gonna put
Alright.
the salami in the hole.
All right.
That's
So,
fine.
do you want to do anything else? You're booking it out of this little house.
Yeah. While I am like running out of this house, I'm just gonna start screaming, "Pregnant lady!" Just as I'm like kind of coming out.
Okay.
June coming out of the house probably around the same time.
Breathe.
All right. Jeez. Okay. Work. So, if that is, well, I don't know what that was, but you did your turn. So, we're going to go to Mads. Mads. So, as you're going through like the courtyard, you see your little party scatter like cockroaches, just going to all these different houses, almost like they didn't have to be told. And you go to this bigger building. This bigger building, as you're approaching it, is like not 2-story, but like looks like it's made taller, with taller roofing and stuff like that. Still looks like it's made of wood and just like a standard typical small town building, but as you approach, you do notice there's a sign and it says Mellow and Marrow, and you get the idea that this is a tavern that you're walking up to. And,
Perfect.
yes.
Alright. Mellow
So-
and what?
Mellow and Marrow.
Gotcha.
Do you go inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna kick the door. She's gonna go pow
Yeah.
with her big boot.
Perfect. No knocking here and no magic water ripple things. So, as you go in, you see it's a dark tavern again. There's no candles or anything lit. And yes, I know you had dark vision. So there is a bunch of tables everywhere. It's very like long. It's not so much like wide, but it's like a long
Nice.
tavern. I know that's right. And as you enter the door, there is like the bar kind of like near the door entryway, which is where you've gone through. And there is a giant gull of some sort of creature on the mantle over the doorway here, and like it just looks like a just like boring small town tavern, except for you do notice that there is a pool table, which I guess that's exciting for the locals.
Lovely. Cool table. Is
But you can roll a whatchamacallit, investigation check for me. You don't mind. Oh, perfect! You just nailed it. You notice that like on the bar, there is a drawn in like red paint or red ink. Oh, sorry, not red. And like a like brownish color on the bar, which may kind of had like reddish hues to it, like almost like, what's a good way of describing? Like, what's that clay? That like red clay shit.
I think it's literally just clay.
Work. So like clay colored.
Isn't it like terracotta or something?
Terracotta, yes, thank you. Yeah. Terracotta colored, like, you know what, fuck it, we'll say it's drawn with clay too. Similar to like a dragon claw or something. And you can roll a religion check. Or history, actually. I don't care.
Let's see which one I have better at.
Big bad blessed.
There.
This one is high though.
This one, they're both +0, so there's gonna be a straight.
No whammy. Oh, and a whammy.
Yeah, no.
You're not sure what this is a symbol of, but it looks like a terracotta dragon claw, just sort of like just reaching up on the bar. That looks like it was drawn on the bar here. And then the rest is everything else that I had already explained to you in this bar, tavern, whatever.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen to see if there's any like thing I can steal.
Sure.
That's the kitchen over there.
The kitchen, yeah, it would be like a little kitchen area, and it doesn't look like a lot. Not that you would know this, but it looks like it was almost ransacked by like maybe a severely pregnant woman at some point. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in there.
Ransacked by Preg. Is there anything else of note in the entire tavern?
The pool table, that's really the only like other like significant interesting thing other than like the tables and stuff like that.
Just gonna walk towards the very end of the tavern. This like it looks like a little opening. Be wrong.
It's just sort of like a little like balcony patio area.
Just look, doesn't see anything of note, and then just leaves.
And you're just gonna leave? Alrighty.
Yeah, she's like, nothing big here. I'll bring them back. Maybe we can get some booze.
Alright, so I'm gonna say everyone, because y'all did agree to meet back up in outside like the general store.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to reconvene everyone around that little area. And y'all are all kind of like, you know, you're very punctual, everyone, it seems like, because you're all kind of just meeting up at the same time, so.
Did I hear Marvas talk about the pregnant lady?
Yeah, are they screaming that as they're running back?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know, like, I'm gonna be like, we gotta go help them. Anybody? Pregnant lady?
What?
Deserted village? Was just ransacked? Danger? Health? New life coming into the world?
Or
A love
new
of two
danger
people?
coming into the world. Himeros, sometimes this can be a trick. We can go look, but please be careful.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go. So I would like to go, but if the group is like gonna, you know, cry about it, then no, we need to go help this pregnant lady.
I was like, you can go. If the group doesn't, we can go to you, but...
I mean, well, Funlock's gonna follow.
Okay. Is anyone else going with them?
Marvas will go also, just because he's the only person who knows, like, where they actually are.
Yeah, Marvas, if you don't want to like be in the room, you can stand guard. That would be super helpful, actually.
Okay. They didn't like my salami and hot water offering, so
Oh,
probably be better at this.
Wait,
You offered them salami?
Yeah, this will be out of their
Darling.
kitchen.
Oh, darling.
I mean-
gosh.
Hot water's not too bad, but salami?
It sounds like a swell plan.
Okay.
Work.
We already got some salami, so.
Oh, easy.
Whoa.
Hey now.
Dylan's not here.
Wait, so who's
This is what dreams. That song was so hard, and I will not apologize for it.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
I
Okay,
think we're all going.
who's going to this?
I think
I'm going to
everybody was.
help. I'm going to help these people have a baby. They're in love, and they're having a baby.
A baby?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Baby?
Okay. Alright. So everyone goes back up
One
to
for yourself.
the north side of the village again, and you are outside this house again.
June's immediately gonna try the door and slam into it.
You can roll an Arcana check, and you can roll yours with advantage because you went to school.
I didn't do very good in school though, guys.
She got her education.
Street keys. Ah, I got natural 20.
Hey, perfect. -1. So you know that this is the arcane lock spell.
I need to dispel this.
Marvas found a way to dispel it. But yeah,
Can you get us in, June?
What? Oh,
Marvas, how did you get in?
Wait, can I? Hold on, how does this spell work? Oh, never mind. Nope, never mind. Yeah, no, I don't have anything.
I'll just knock politely.
You do not hear an answer.
Is the window still open?
Yes.
Marvas is just gonna go back through the window.
Perfect. Ever so discreetly, just through that window. The giant dragon lizard just going through a couple's window. June's following.
Yeah, she's following. We watch after like look at this door. It's like, oh yeah, I know this spell. I don't have anything to do with this. Okay.
Anyone else?
Immediately start grabbing stuff.
Keep going, but you know that already.
I think.
Wait, what?
I think Funlock's gonna stay outside.
Okay.
Yeah. By the window.
Himeros,
Mads is
Mads.
Yep,
That's not even gonna
I'm
attempt.
leading. Like I'm going in to help.
Okay. All right.
Like-
I'll move your character.
Maz is not even gonna attempt it.
You're gonna stay outside with Funlock?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so June, Himeros, and Marvas, you are inside this house, which I described earlier, so I hope y'all are paying attention.
Yeah, June's at the table just eating. Like as soon as she's like, ooh.
I'm gonna look for probably more hot water and towels. I want to look for towels.
Okay, well, the hot water would be in the kitchen, which is more like warm, hot now. And the door's kind of open, so you do notice that they actually do have a bath area as well, so there would be towels in that area, you would assume.
Yeah, I'll just I'll knock and kind of like open. It's a door, right?
All the doors are left open, but there is did Marvas tell y'all where they were? Because you don't see anybody.
Marvis told us where they were. Yeah, because that's why
there was like a secret hatch.
Yeah.
Oh, he did say there was a hole. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So you gather your those materials and you go move the thing over and open the hatch. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
What are you wearing again?
I'm wearing my normal. Me?
Yes.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm wearing my normal.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my normal toga shit.
Okay, you're not wearing that little cloak thing that Haxorus gave you?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, I am wearing the cloak. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. As you go to open it, he looks at you and he's like, "Please, just leave us alone."
Wait,
another one?
I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I wanted to help you guys.
Okay.
And then I'll bring towels and stuff and do all that bullshit.
And you've been trying to conceal yourself. So I would love if you could roll me I'm trying to think of, because he is going to try to perceive you as well.
That makes sense.
So I'm trying to think of what would be the best.
Honestly, Himeros will be more worried about the baby, so he wouldn't be trying to hide anything, to be honest.
Okay.
He would literally just be wearing the cloak. He wouldn't care about anything else.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of worried about what you're assuming is his wife as well, so he actually, because he didn't roll that high, he doesn't really know this, your little situation, what you're wearing as well. He'll look at you and be like, we're gonna be fine. Can you just please, like, just leave us alone, like, we just need to be left alone. And you can roll, actually, you wouldn't need to roll, because you're from there, you would notice his accent doesn't sound like he's from the Chattering Isles.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Where does it sound like is there anything that they're wearing or sound like that?
They look like they're both wearing like traditional Chattering Isles clothing, but his specific accent sounds Olandian to you.
Okay. Work. I'll bring
Just
up
passively, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I promise, like, this place has been deserted, and you two, like, I just can't walk away. And then I will say, are you from Oland?
Why are you asking? What do you mean? We're in the Chattering Isles.
Your
This is Tarrell.
I can tell.
He's gonna kind of lean down, and with his right arm, because he doesn't have a left one, he's going to kind of kneel down, and then he's going to swing a sword right at you, and just be like, "Why are you asking?" And then actually, he's going to try to perceive you again.
I'll take off my hood.
Oh, he rolled really well too. So, he's just gonna be like,
I'll be like, whoa, and I'll take off my hood, and I'll be like, I'm not here to, like, harm you, I'm genuinely here to help.
Oland is only here to harm people.
Yeah, I agree, but... And then I will, like, lean, like, I will whisper, and I'll be like, I'm on the run from them, too.
Ooh. Okay. Can you roll a, persuasion check?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
And I'll make him roll a insight.
Fuck yeah. 21.
Oh, +6 to your charisma?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Acknowledge cleric, baby.
Yeah, he believes you, but he's very wary because you are an Aasimar as well, which makes him very nervous because why would an Aasimar be on the run from Oland when you have it so nice there? But he is very concerned about his wife as well, so you get that is the big situation going on. And she kind of just stands up and she like with her son, the pregnant stand, the pregnant get up. So she kind of gets up and she's just like, well, will y'all quit your bickering? It ain't helping none. It's mighty kind for you to come and help us and all, but just we ain't trying to bother no one. I ain't trying to bother no one. That's why we stayed behind.
I'll be like, I'm like, as I'm getting the cloths, I'm gonna like to help them and stuff. I'm like working and talking at the same time is what I'm trying to say. I'll be like, what happened to this town? Why did everyone desert?
Well, and he'll just kind of perk up and he'll explain. Well, there have been a lot of unregistered magic users that have been disappearing, especially from smaller towns within the Chattering Isles as of late. And then this Rashawn, what was his name? He had like a tanned olive skin and just like brown hair. never really met a Rashawn before, but his name was rather odd. What was it again? His name was Copper, like the color. That's right. He came and he told us that we needed to evacuate to the Scale Grove. But I was too stubborn. I didn't want to slow everyone else down, and I was like, well, maybe I'm a day or two of giving birth, and that happened a few days ago, and I still haven't had it, and I was just planning on we were going to go after I gave birth. I just didn't want to slow no one down, you know.
Oh,
now,
no,
now,
it's
now
okay.
my stubbornness has just put everyone in danger, and my child, it won't be registered. You know, what if it's born with magic just like his daddy? And
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'll look to the... does his arm look like it's been, like, hurt for a while, or is it recent?
It looks... Oh, do medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah, that's fine. It looks like it's, like, healed.
I'll be like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We will make sure you get there.
But you would know this probably, based on her comment, the magic on the door, and you being registered. Your left hand is usually where they put the magic registration.
Is that something you can just see?
You show it to people, like, whenever they, like, city officials ask, like, you put your hand out, and then they can do a detect magic and see that you are registered.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was like, I mean, we're kind of on the run from...
Also, roll a history. Sorry. Like,
No, you're good.
Because it's you're getting a lot of things, actually, because of
Ooh,
this.
16, bitch. Let's go.
So, you would know that, you have family that's in the military. Even though you personally weren't involved, you have a lot of high-ranking people, especially Aasimars, in the Oland's military. And with all these comments, it's kind of making sense that when someone is discharged negatively from the military, like dishonorable discharge from the Oland military, and they were a registered magic user, depending on their offense, most of the time the offense being harboring unregistered magic users, they take your registration away, which is by taking your arm with the registration on it.
Oh. So Himeros knows what the fuck is happening here.
You get a good idea. Based on context clues, you're assuming this is the situation at hand.
So it sounds like, what you're saying, it sounds like they, or he specifically, was harboring someone that wasn't registered.
At some point, you would assume.
Oh, so he's actually a kind person. Okay. I think I understand everything that's happening. Like I said, you two, we can escort you to, where is it, something enclave, is what you said?
Scale Grove.
Well, we can help you guys get to the Scale Grove, just so to make sure you're safe.
It's on the other side. It's on the other side of Waxahachie, though.
It's okay. We need somewhere safe to go anyways, so if you want to think about it, it's kind of like a win-win, because like I said, we're on the run from Oland.
You know what? Honestly, I'm getting so stuck being in this house. Maybe we can go first in the morning or something. I don't know, but maybe we can go rest at the tavern. You know, I just want to get out of this house.
Oh, of course. Let me talk to them, and then let me talk to my group, and then we'll see what
as you're talking, he's kind of gathering things that were in that hole, and he picks up his, like, pregnant wife, like, kind of like, she kind of puts her arm around his shoulder, and he has, like, in his like around that same shoulder, like a bag of, like, just goodies and stuff like that they had in this hole, and they walk past Marvas and June, who June is just helping herself, who are both just helping themselves to their things. And he walks up and he does a one-handed somatic component, and unlocks the door, and him and his wife wobble out, and you get the feeling that they probably went to the tavern. They said.
Okay.
But they don't even seem to care that you are just in their house. Like, it sounds like they're abandoning it now too.
Yeah. And then I'll just try to wrap, basically to make this faster. I'll get everyone together, bring them like on board with everything that I figured out. So like I told everybody that he probably like took someone in and then lost his arm because he was harboring someone. So he's probably a good guy, and that we need to escort him to this. I already forgot the name because I'm just always gonna forget it. But
Scale Grove.
Yeah, the Scale Grove.
Which
and it sounds like a safe space, so I'll let everybody know in the party. Sounds like a safe place where we can go, and then we can do a good deed by escorting this pregnant lady, you know?
June, without rolling, you would know that the Scale Grove is actually what you went through to get to Edgewood. So you know that is where the druids are from.
Yeah, you said it was north, but is it also like west as well, or is it just straight
it's like
north?
it's like northwest, yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of in the direction we need to go a little bit.
Oh, perfect. I don't know exactly where we need to go.
Kind of a roundabout way, but I mean, we need to go west. And that's kind of like northwest.
Here, I'll show y'all.
If we're traveling with this couple, with this woman, we have to get a wagon. We have to be able to go fast.
Yeah, because like we're
real
here
fast,
and Canton's here, and that's up there.
Yeah, so y'all are right here on this portion right here.
This.
And Scale Grove is right here. So it's like northwest.
Right.
Never east on you, yeah, northwest.
Did the map supposed to pop up? I didn't see it.
Yes. Maybe you had to refresh. Also, you might want to move your mic a wee bit closer.
I can't. That's as close as it gets.
Work.
Fuck. That's so funny.
So y'all are like right here on this southeast portion of Waxahachie, and you need to go to the northeast.
Okay.
West.
Yeah, whatever. Just go where I tell
East.
y'all. Weast. Who's Weast? Oh, it's out of control. Okay. Sorry, just wanted to clarify that real fast. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, so like we're here right now, and Canton's here, and then Scale Grove's like here-ish. So like we're still technically going towards Canton. It's just a little like roundabout kind of way, but I mean it's in the direction.
Perfect. Okay, let's meet
Let's
all meet in the tavern so we can watch each other's backs. There's probably going to be beds there. And yeah, we can do the damn thing.
Do the whole damn thing.
Not to be a damp towel either, though. I mean, if we have you pointing at Himeros, like you got like General the Olandian army chasing you down for whatever reason. We still need to get to the bottom of that. Aren't we putting that couple in danger if we stay with them? Shouldn't we get back to the boat and head that way? I mean, I don't want to. I would love to go to the Scale Groves. It's great. I mean, I've visited there a lot, but I don't want to put them at danger by traveling with them.
Well, I mean, what I can do is I can tell the husband what our situation is.
It looks like they're already in danger. I don't think they're probably safer with us than they are by themselves.
Yeah, I agree. But what we can do is, like I said, we can tell them what our situation is.
Okay. Sounds about right. Let them make the decision.
Yeah. So let's all meet at the tavern.
All right.
Yeah, to the tavern.
To the salon. So y'all go to the tavern. Everyone can roll me, except for Mads. Everyone can roll me a investigation check
Okay.
as you enter to see if y'all notice
Yeah,
that little
sorry.
sign.
Nope.
You guys
Can't win them all.
you can't win any of them. So no one naturally notices that symbol on the bar that Mads had noticed earlier.
Well, does Maz want to tell us what it is?
Mav's gonna walk up to that little, the little thing and yell, "Does anybody know what this means? I saw this in my first run through. It just looks like a hand, not, you know what I mean?"
Everyone can roll a. It's very smooth, y'all. Everyone can roll a religion check. Funlack, you can do a history check with advantage.
Okay.
31.
You guys.
That makes sense for her though. She doesn't
What check is it?
For y'all, a religion. Funlack got history though.
Okay. Well,
Ooh,
that
natural
was a
20
nat
for
20
Funlack.
plus 6.
I got a dirty 20.
Now Funlack rolling like 17 times. Oh, well, this works out. So, Himeros, you recognize this symbol as the like a how do I describe it? Well, you see what it is before you, but you've read a lot of books. You're a nerd, and you have heard rumors of this symbol, and it belongs to a group called the Talons, which is an organization made to protect mortals of the material plane from the dark and gloomy and eeriness of otherworldly things or like bad doings and this, that, the other. And Funlack, you remember that your dad used to tell you stories about the Talons and how they would always help people and help protect people as you were a child, and you always thought that that was really cool.
In those stories, so this is like a symbol that's like carved in the wall?
No, it's like made with like terracotta clay, like on the bar.
Funlack's gonna try looking around the bar and I think the room to look for anything, because if I'm remembering it correctly, like these people are like helpful in the sense like getting people to destinations and that kind of thing, and hiding people.
Maybe hiding people,
Yeah.
like not so much like they don't like help people travel, they help protect people,
Yeah.
whatever that means.
She's gonna like look around for like hidden hatches, doorways, anything like that, knowing.
But you're looking around the bar specifically?
Yeah, she'll start around the bar, and if she doesn't find anything, she'll go around.
Do I notice I probably would notice them doing this.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah,
Like her looking around
being
the bar.
very,
Yeah.
very noisy about it.
Okay, I will. I'm
Banging
gonna
on things.
cast guidance.
Yeah.
You can roll an investigation check as well, and then Mads and Marvas are near y'all. In June, it looks like you ran to the pool table.
Yeah.
You have guidance, so you can add a D4 on your shit.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, y'all are kind of looking around.
Why is it rolling twice?
It doesn't look like there's specifically anything like in this particular area like that you can find regarding any other like notes or secrets or this, that, the others. And then Mads and Marvas, I'm sure y'all are just sort of like watching them try and figure this out. I mean, they may have like kind of explained like what that symbol is. But June, if you ran over to that pool table, you can roll me an investigation as well. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find an excuse for why she got like one. So I was like, yeah, no, she's not interested. She just ran at the pool table. Oh my god.
Dude.
31 again. 2 2s in a row. The -1.
Y'all are just holding on to that inspiration. Yeah, just
You know what?
You're
Fine.
excited
You know
to
what?
see.
I'll
No,
use
no,
the
no.
inspiration.
Are you
I'll
gonna-
use the inspiration.
I feel bad for y'all.
I'm using the inspiration. I'm doing it. You're making me. I almost hit intimidation by accident. Hold on. There we go.
That's actually what you needed. So I was like, if you don't, I was like, I don't know if y'all like. You may be somewhat familiar with pool. I don't know if if you've ever really played, but you've probably heard it. Yeah, you're probably like throwing, what kids do with pool tables, throwing the balls like
Yeah.
like just randomly in the holes, and having the time of your life. As you're doing that, you notice that one doesn't really go into the one of the like corner pockets though.
Which one is it?
Doesn't matter. It's just
Oh,
you
is
go
it the
to you go to
8-ball?
that you go to that one. Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's the 8-ball in the third right corner. Sure. It kind of like bounces out.
Pick it up.
Pick what the ball or
Yeah. You said the ball didn't fit in the net, but all the other balls did?
it didn't.
Or
not
was it just
fit.
the specific net?
It didn't go. Like it looked like it was supposed to go in, and it didn't. It kind of just
Nice.
like shimmied out again.
Oh.
Am I
That
right,
was the ball
ladies?
itself, not the net. Can I look
No.
in the net?
Yeah. You just like reach your hand in to see.
No, I'm looking.
Okay. It looks like there's like some sort of like blockage almost, just like maybe like parchment or something.
Oh, okay, I'll blink.
All right. Looks like it is. Are you trying to like? What are you doing?
I'm trying to pull it out. Whatever
Okay.
it is.
You do
Nice.
it. You pull it out and it looks like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Piece of parchment.
What's it say?
It looks like it's in a language you have no idea what it is.
Really? I don't?
Well, maybe. Let's see.
Well, I think we decided that a lot of her languages are spoken, not written.
Oh,
but-
actually, you might know this language.
I mean, she
You do
speaks-
not. No.
Okay.
I think you were going to take this language and you did not end up doing it or something. But you can roll. Yeah, you can roll a history, or maybe even survival check.
Survival.
Yeah, because I think you may have seen this like while you were traveling. So I think that
18.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Yeah, you saw this like similar structures to this language in the Scale Grove when you were there for a very brief time. This is Draconic. You don't know how to speak or read it or write it, but you get the idea that this looks very similar to what the lizard folk in the Scale Grove had like kind of in their little town.
But Mark, can you read this?
Racist.
Just gonna hand over the
Oh,
notes to him.
All right, Marvis, what do you do?
Well, I read it, I guess.
Okay, so
The stereotypes are correct. This time.
okay, so as you read this, it says.
Really funny.
As Adib has been having predictions become obscured, meaning the plans will need to be executed earlier than necessary, there are reports that the Fugue Plane are receiving a record report of low souls incoming. Until we figure out the exact reason, get as many people discreetly to J. Oland to be suspect, and then it's signed in a word that you would know translate to like a word that would like kind of I guess in common be best translated to a coppered soul.
Marvas is gonna share this with everybody. He's gonna kind of like stumble over the last word and try to like be like figure it out for a minute and then translate it as best he can. Just let everybody know what it says.
Can we have
cryptic.
it in the Lord chat?
Yeah.
Yes, I put it in the lore chat.
What does this mean, you guys? I'm confused.
You can roll. I would say with this particular situation, y'all can roll a history, religion, something like that check.
History, religion. Let's see. $17.
Oh, okay.
You said history or religion?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about the same for June.
I would also like to roll.
Damn, dude.
What is happening?
June, you are lucky this isn't a combat.
I know, right? I mean, that makes sense. All of these are all like intelligence-based things, and she got straight D's and C's and
D's and C's in school.
Yeah.
All right, those of y'all that got over a 15, in either one really, is it? I don't know if a D is passing.
It is not.
Yeah. Those of y'all that got over 15, you notice that you're not really sure what AD means. You're not really sure what copper soul means. You're not really sure what J means. But you do know that the word, the fugue plane, is the, like, afterlife waiting room, so to speak. It is a plane of existence that usually Krayog and Asuna judge new souls on where they are going to be departing to. But it is also subject to attack from devils, demons, or people who are trying to use the souls either by currency or to gain power. But the fugue plane receives new souls, and it sounds like they are receiving not a lot, and you don't know why that could be.
Oh, people are fucking with souls. God damn it.
I mean, would June know about that, or is it more of a like, yeah, sure, she visually, yeah, but she wouldn't have the book smarts for that kind of thing?
Like, you would know about Krayog, but like, I'm sure when they were going over it during service and stuff, you were probably like, it sounds like based on your check, it sounds like you were probably dicking around and coloring in like the view or something.
Probably. 100%.
Yeah, when they were going over the fugue plane in service. So.
I know about that. I can see all kinds of spirits. I don't need to listen to this person rattle on.
No. Oh, well. I am thinking, because actually you did say something that I'm trying to think of. Yeah, you could roll another religion check, actually. Because it makes sense what you just said. We'll see if... Nope, you did zero.
Wow.
Shoving
Yeah,
a crayon up
that's-
my nose.
I would tell you to switch your dice, but you can't.
Yeah, so that's what y'all received. So, and then with that, it looks like the pregnant lady is like kind of on a chair, like sitting at a high top, but there is a back on the chair, and she's kind of leaning back, and the husband's kind of like setting out some of the food from the bag that he had set out, and she just goes, she's kind of like fanning herself. She goes, well, all right, maybe we should, eat and relax. I must say, I'm just so glad to be out of that house. It's nice to have company. I haven't had company in days. It feels like 10 days almost, but it's just nice to maybe have some company before on the long trek home.
Were you planning on just giving birth in that house? What was your plan?
And the husband will pipe up. And he's like, she had concerns that perhaps the pregnancy was going to hold everyone else back from traveling to the Scale Grove as soon as possible. So while her heart was in the right place, her mind may have not been, unfortunately. But I'm not faulting her for that. She had the best of intentions.
Well, we can try and fix that. And I think Funlock's going to go around to the houses we've been and start trying to get wood, or if they can find a barrel. If they can't find like a barrel, they're gonna start trying to make a makeshift one of some sort.
A barrel? Okay.
Yeah. She's looking for something big enough that we can put her in so we can actually push her.
A bear? Oh, like a wagon?
Like a wagon.
Okay, I was like a bear. You're gonna push her in a barrel?
Like a
Like
wagon
put her in a
barrel.
barrel and just roll her.
Yeah. Roll her all the way there.
A wagon. Okay.
Is there?
So you're running out of the tavern. You said.
Yeah. I'm not even saying what I'm doing, but Funlack's gonna go do
All right.
that.
Funlack runs out of the tavern. We'll get to you in a second. What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna have that conversation with them about kind of like me being on the run and it might be dangerous with us and all that good stuff. I don't know if you want to roleplay that out or just do it real quick.
Yeah, we can in a second. What is anyone else doing?
June will like turn over to oh gosh, who's probably closest to her? I guess Marvas. And she's been having a lot of big thoughts and feelings all day, but she hasn't really had a way to expel that. She's gonna turn to Marvas. She's like, have you ever thought about Marvas, if you were to die tomorrow, would you die happy?
God.
Do you think? I mean,
Nice
what are we doing? Like on this quest? Like, do you think that? I feel like we're in like mortal peril, and I don't know. Like,
What is this?
Mortal peril.
Not the trauma dumping.
This is That's, you know how every party has like a group name. Y'all's is like gonna be on the spectrum. Like that's what y'all's is gonna.
I kind of like mortal peril too.
Matt's just gonna walk
oh
around.
no, mortal peril.
Matt's just gonna
like-
walk around and like go in front of June and just open her arms and say, there, and very confusingly. She's never given anybody a hug before. But she's like there. Do you want to go play pool?
June's gonna hug you back with like a surprising amount of strength, like somebody who has like a strength score of like 18 kind of strength, like way too strong for her little body. And gives you a big squeeze. It's like, yeah, I'd like that. And she's gonna follow you, and she's like, but for real, like, are we, like, as she's like trying to like organize the balls in a way that somebody who's never played pool before, like she's like organizing it like a circle instead of like the triangle and stuff, like she doesn't know what she's doing at all. But she's like we're doing this thing because the fleet admiral said so, and like that's important, but is it worth risking our lives over? Like, I'm just some little farmer from Mineral Wells. Like, what am I doing? Like, I could be out there exploring the world or whatever, run away from this war, but I'm running right into it. Like, and you guys, I mean, you have your whole lives ahead of you. Like, why are y'all doing this? Like, why are we doing this?
I have to go look at her. I've been running my whole life, sweetheart. This ain't nothing new to me. I don't know why I'm doing it. Don't know. But
I'm dirty Dan.
kind of having fun. Making friends. Bronte would be very happy. He always said, I don't want you to die and I'd be your only friend.
Ours.
She's like gonna like try not to cry and just do a very poor job at it. And she's like, how do you play pool? She's like wiping away her tears.
Mads is gonna fix it.
Bark.
And then, begrudgingly, Marvas, would you like to play pool?
Marvas is
Got 5
gonna-
seconds to choose.
He comes over and like rests his arm on Mads's head. Is like, sure.
Why you using my head as a shoulder rest now? You're not that much taller than me.
You're a good armrest.
We're on my last nerve. You are, I can cut off your head for whoever stole my axe anytime. And then she
If you
could go,
think all blue Dragonborn look the same, I think we have a problem.
dude, Yeah, I've only seen like 2 of y'all. And the other one stole my anchor.
Again, that's not my fault. I didn't do that.
Sure you didn't. My name is Billy Joe.
What?
That does not make sense. I'm gonna play pool now.
Okay. He's gonna just eat a pear. That he stole from the pregnant.
That he stole from the pregnant lady. Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
Mhm.
So June, Mads, you're playing pool. I'm sure it's going so well. Marvas, you're eating food you stole from a pregnant woman. And Himeros, if you want to, if you want to roleplay your little situation out here, we can go to Funlack after that.
Sure. I'll just kind of sit down next to the husband and the wife. I'll say, hey, like, so my group agreed to like take you guys. The only thing is, they did bring up a good point. Is that I've told you I'm being looked for by Oland, and that might actually make our situation a little bit more dangerous. So I don't know if that's something you guys want to take into consideration.
Well,
we are fine parting ways, but we will definitely we want to take you and help protect you, but there might be added danger with us as well.
the problem is, Olin's not just going to be coming for you. They would also, okay, so if we're being honest with each other, and since you've already done so much for me and my wife, and it doesn't seem like you know. So Oland has kind of always been a threat. So I was sent to patrol secretly about a year ago, the Chattering Isles with a few other people from Oland. And we were told to specifically look for unregistered magic users. And the reason for that is, as you know, Oland prides itself on registration, whereas what we were told, barbaric traditions of the Chattering Islanders were potentially a threat that was living next door. So we were to keep an eye on some of these smaller towns to see if they weren't registering their magic users, and if there were reasons behind that. As I got to know these people, I knew that they weren't barbarians. They were just small town people that, for different scenarios, they couldn't afford to have their partner or child or anyone from their household not be at home, or for whatever reason, and they couldn't have them go to these schools, and they couldn't have them risk not passing and not coming home. They just frankly didn't want to. They wanted to have full autonomy of what they were doing with their own bodies, and I sympathized with that, because the school is hard, I'm sure, as you know as well. When Olin found out that I was not telling them that there were unregistered magic users, they took my registration away, as you could probably tell, and exiled me from Oland. And that's how I met Charlotte here. We started a life together as well, but around that same time, some of these unregistered magic users started disappearing, some even from Tarrell, and I'm not sure if Olin's to blame for that, but it is a weird coincidence, but I can't be sure, because that was never part of the information disclosed to me. But the fact that you're being hunted by Oland is something that we actually share in common. We're not going to be any safer here than with you, than honestly, probably even at the Scale Grove. But we'll have a better shot there, and I'm willing to take any shot at this point.
Okay, sounds good. Then we will eat and rest, and we will continue to the grove tomorrow.
Sounds good. Just it's to be honest, it is nice to maybe not feel so alone in this situation, and it's nice that maybe we can get through this together.
Yeah. As you can tell, I am an Aasimar from Oland, and I've been feeling. My group's great. We haven't known each other for too long, but it's been pretty lonely, to be honest.
And he's gonna kind of get up to your ear and be like, "I did notice you're an Aasimar. Isn't our majority of the Aasimar are related to the do you have any affiliation with Diophinius?"
I don't believe. I need to look at my notes on that one. Actually, I don't think so. I know Diophinius, but I.
Diophinius is the emperor.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, then yes. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yes, I do actually.
Because most of the Aasimar in Oland are well, it's just usually one big family for that Diophinius has established.
Yes, I mean, can I roll an insight just to make sure, like, I don't feel like he would, like,
Sure.
tell anybody? Like, I want to be, like, honest, because he's a good person, but a 14?
You get that he's intrigued by what you're saying, and you get the idea that for the most part, he doesn't seem like a very like loose-lipped person. Like, he only told you all the situation because you were so open with him. So you get that he seems to be like kind of like a give what he gets kind of person.
Okay.
If that makes
yeah.
sense.
I'll say, just to keep you safe, I'm not going to go into the details of that, but I am related to the Emperor. Let's just put it that way.
You gave all of that up.
Oh, let's just say it's complicated.
It must be. It must be. Well,
But I'm
I
no
won't
longer
pry
on
any.
the side.
I won't ask you to divulge any more than you feel necessary, but I was intrigued by that.
Yeah, well, that's my story.
And I'm sticking to it. Anything else for y'all out here, or are we going to the little dwarf that's running around?
I mean, that could just be a quick thing. She either finds one or she doesn't.
Well, we'll see if it's a quick thing or not, sweetie.
Oh!
Ew.
Okay, so we run. Well, me and you, Funlock. You run out of the building, the Mellow and Marrow, and you see the town in front of you. Where do you go? The closest building is number 5. That's like a house. And then
Yeah, I think she's not going into buildings or anything. She's trying to kind of look around, probably go by the houses to see if any of them have some kind of cart.
there might be something kind of around like this 3 to 4 area. There might be kind of some sort of like wagon or cart or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
It might have like hay on it or something though. So I don't know if you want to push that off or keep that on.
No.
But,
She'll keep the hay on. Try and make a little bed out of it or something.
Sure. I will say that as you walked outside, it is starting to actually rain as opposed to like mist/sprinkle. It's not like heavy, but it is like raining now.
Okay. Well, she'll go and grab that, and she's gonna take it and wheel it all the way like into the place, into the tavern area that they're in.
Cute. All right, sweet. So you do that. You grab the situation, and we're gonna bring you back to the Mellow and Marrow. If y'all want to continue conversations, playing games, whatever, I'll leave it to y'all.
Well,
Recently,
oh
What?
no! We had the commercials.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It went
I
so.
give
We've
up.
been recording for almost 2 hours without commercials.
Right.
Funlock will roll it in. Well, you won't have to worry about being slow. We can push you. It is, it's raining pretty bad. I think we should probably spend the night here. I don't think.
See in here.
Wait, what happened? Oh,
I sneezed.
okay.
Yeah. Is it?
June has the little.
You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, June has the pool cue, and instead of tapping it like you're supposed to, she's trying to discreetly kind of smack it almost like a baseball bat instead. Trying to do it. Bass has tried to show her 3 times how to do it, and she just has not done it. So trying to do it now, invoking Mad's ire.
you can roll a performance check if you'd like. See how well you're
Yay!
doing.
Oh, she's really good at this.
Why?
She's like, sorcerer, I got natural 20!
Why?
Ah!
So you go, you batters up, you smack this ball. It's not going the right way, but you kind of wiggle your nose, a la I Dream a Genie-ish, and the ball just goes right into one of the pockets, and you're like, yeah, I nailed it.
This game is easy. And she's like, pull you above her head.
After
You're
how many
doing
times
great,
you've been trying?
sweetie. You're doing great.
Thanks. I had a great teacher.
All right. Anyone else doing anything fun or cute, or are we heading off to sleep?
I think sleep.
Yeah, sleep.
Is anyone taking turns watching, or we feel safe, or what are we doing?
I think Funlack will probably stay up and do a first watch.
Sure.
June's so tired last night, she can go sleep.
All right. So as you're sleeping, Funlack, you can roll a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, it just sounds, it's honestly, the rain seems somewhat relaxing, and you're happy to be indoors. This might be the one, and you're around some people, and you may feel somewhat at ease, but you don't notice anything out of the ordinary, and your night just sort of kind of goes relaxing for the next couple hours. And I don't know if you wanted to get some rest and get someone else up, or if you just wanted to fall asleep and get yourself a long rest. However you want to go about doing that.
Yeah, I think Funlack will go wake up Mads.
Okay.
And, Mads, you want to take a few hours?
You just see Mads with her hair all spiky and very bad bedhead. Repeat that? And then starts rubbing her eye.
You want to watch for a few hours?
I can do that, and just starts half asleep, just kind of walking and just slowly waking up. And then switching places. Get it out. Switching places.
All right. So Funlike, you head off to get some memes. Mads, if you want to roll a perception check. Oh, okay. Interesting. So,
Jesus.
no, it's not bad for me. So, so, you notice that it's starting to like calm down on the rain as the night's going on, which you're like, thank gosh, because we're having to travel tomorrow. I didn't want to deal with the rain. It sucks that you have to deal with the mud still, but at least it's not rain. But as you're just sort of like sitting at like this tall table, I'm sure you got like anchor, kind of leaning against a table or something near you. You notice that there on the side of your eye, something kind of just like floats in your range of vision as everyone else is asleep, just like through your peripheral.
Matt is going to, in almost a comedic kind of way, just start going, like trying to look over her shoulder to this flying orb. Like, not flying orb, this light she sees at the corner of her eye.
Yeah, so you turn to your side, and it is Himeros' book.
What's that damn thing doing?
And it does the thing similar to the spell you've seen him cast, but without him casting it. And it slowly plops open, but then the pages fling to really fast. And then it stops. And it you see like words appear on this page, and every time Himeros has done this spell, you've never seen words appear on these pages. But you see some kind of glowing words pop up, and it says, with the upset news that Mads has received, she didn't realize that soon she would be finding comfort, not only with these new people that she had met, but with the new life and newfound freedom from expectations that she was also going to receive. And then it closes and floats back to Himeros.
Aww. That's cute.
And then other than that kind of odd situation, that is really all that happens on your watch as well. And I would say that's probably enough time for it to like what you would assume to be morning. And the rain is more of like that, from what y'all hear, that early like mist, slight sprinkle that you had received on your way in to Tarrell. So everyone wake up.
Mads is gonna immediately just start sobbing. like oh, nice.
Does Himeros know like what happens, or I don't know at all?
You wouldn't have been awake for the book thing though.
Okay.
But you probably see Mads crying, or trying not to cry or something. But yeah, it's morning.
All right, should we get going after we eat?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
How bad's the weather today? It's so rainy.
How bad's the weather? Can I look out the window to see how it is comparatively to Chattering Isles weather? It was just kind of misty. That's nice for the Chattering Isles, right?
Yeah. It's like how y'all first arrived. So yeah, it's kind of just misty and just like maybe just the softest of like sprinkles just hitting here and there.
Pretty clear and nice for the Chattering Isles, as far as I know.
Did June sleep on the pool table?
Yes.
Word.
Brave.
We need that lumbar support.
I like this music.
Right, it's cute.
It's very uplifting.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes
It's
me
like
nervous.
a new day, you know.
Who told y'all? The man is kind of putting things back in this little bag, and his wife is waking up, and she's like, well, I must admit I'm a little nervous, but I'm mighty excited to get on over to the Scale Grove. I ain't been there since I was just a little girl.
Oh, what's it like there?
Well, that's where the druids are all located. Most of them being lizard folk and all, but they're mighty kind, mighty nice, and they kind of support the entire Waxahachie, really. And that's where Jigsaw is. So I haven't really even met her personally yet. So maybe that'll be a chance to do so.
Who is that?
Ooh.
Y'all would recognize Jigsaw as one of the names on the note that Funlock had received from Finn.
Representatives, right?
It's one of the island representatives, yeah. June would know that that's the Waxahachie island representative. And she would also probably speak on that. She's like, well, Jigsaw's our island state representative here on Waxahachie. And she's also the first druid.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. It's very exciting. I really do hope I can get to meet her.
Do you know what the relationships to Oland would be?
That's, yeah, what I was just about to ask.
Jigsaw?
The druids in general, but yeah, Jigsaw too.
Well, and she'll kind of lean in. Between you and me, I don't think many of them are registered as well. But there are rumors that some of them do go get registered just so people would leave them alone. But I don't think all of them do.
Kind of like the dwarves.
I don't know about all that, but maybe.
I mean, that would also kind of like, would that like raise like a red flag for June with like her parents kind of thing? Like because she didn't hear any of the other conversations that Himeros had with these people, so all of a sudden them talking about the druids and unregistered magic users in terms of like her parents, not the thing I just messaged you about, but
I think, I mean, you know your parents aren't I'm trying to, what do you mean? Like, what would raise a flag with that? Because this isn't, like, really new information to you.
no, the fact that they're, like... No, go ahead.
Well, I'm confused. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, they practiced under her or whatever, and they...
Yeah, I think everything she said you would have already kind of had information about and know.
Yes, but would it... No, I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
Was it meta knowledge, Kate? Tisk. Get out of here.
No, it was more so, would it... Because we're talking about the relationship with Oland in the Chattering Isles, and then being like, oh yeah, they don't like the druids and stuff. Would that, like, have made her...
It was more so, she was saying that the druids don't really like Oland.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite. Okay, yeah.
She wouldn't know anything about Oland's relationship with anybody, really.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyone else?
Jeez.
Wow.
So,
June's gonna pull Himeros aside a little bit because she was a little distracted last, but she's like, did you tell them about the whole? Yeah. What? Yeah. Over the pool table. Yeah. Did you talk to the couple about the whole Olin thing? They're okay with that? Like, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually told them that you brought it up, and I didn't tell them like the details, but I told them basically like what they needed to know to make their decision, and they said it's fine because they're kind of in the same boat as us. This whole situation's pretty fucked.
And yeah, I mean, none of us. I mean, I don't know about Funlock, but I mean, I feel like me, Marvas, and Maz still don't know what's going on with you and those other Aasimar folk.
Oh, do you not know that like most Aasimars are related?
Do I know that? I don't think I would know that, would I?
no. I'm not gonna make you roll. You would know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not like the details don't honestly really matter. But they want this. Okay, so Brandon, this is meta knowledge because we kind of were back and forth about whether I knew that I like took this really important book to them, or do I not know that that's why they're after me? Do I just think they're after me because of like who I am?
You think? Well, whenever y'all first encountered Sophitia and Scion, Sophitia did enter your mind, and she kind of listed the crimes that you were being hunted for. One of them was theft. So you kind of get the sense that that's the only thing that you know that could be associated with. So.
Okay.
So Sophitia kind of told you that. Yeah, that definitely didn't help.
But I know it's the book specifically.
Yes. Yeah, you wouldn't have taken anything else that they would have cared about significantly, I don't think.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so basically I'm related to some of the higher-ups in Oland, and they think that I stole something, but I didn't, so... That's really all that there is to it, to be honest.
Okay. Makes sense. I mean, I kind of got that from context, because I guess with the whole, like, them being like, rah, 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 or whatever towards you. Okay, well... to the skill grove.
Let's go.
Do this lot. All right. So, is there anyone else doing anything while we're here
I don't think so.
in this room? All right. So y'all head back out, and y'all are everyone is heading out this little cabin, this little tavern area, and y'all are back out into the main area. I don't know if y'all needed to go pick anything up or grab anything else. So Titus, he would have introduced himself. His name's Titus. His wife's name is Charlotte.
Cute.
Yeah.
Cute names.
They asked the same question. So, is there anything that you need to grab? I think we're pretty set on our end. If there's anything else we need to get before heading out, then we'll be good to go.
Nope. Just, the regular rations, shit like that.
Yeah, y'all would have got a lot of that from the general store.
Okay.
All set?
I think so.
All set, let's go!
To the salon. Alright, so on your way, you kind of head north, never eat soggy waffles, west toward out of the city, toward the trail. June, you can roll a history with, just a regular history. History with advantage, I'm feeling. You've had a hard day.
I was gonna say.
You've had a hard go at it. I'm just let
She's
you
not
do
good
it.
at that.
Oh, I rolled 2 13s.
Oh,
So
June.
15.
Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, I rolled a whole 15. That's
Okay,
great
that's
for
fine.
her.
You would know that this is you kind of recognize this little trail from what you've heard, especially like in the Scale Grove. This is a trail called Katie Trail, and it is a clear This is a clear clearing through some woods that seem to cover Waxahachie pretty heavily. So you're hoping that this is just going to be like a relatively straight shot to the Scale Grove. That's what you know, June.
Okay, Sam.
Okay, perfect. All right. And with that, I think we're going to wait till next week to see if we can get the pregnant lady to the Scale Grove.
Wake up!
Protect the wizard!
Let's go on an adventure.
Fireball! Woo! Have you seen my sword?
Someone find my sword! Can you feel it calling? It whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sword of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
At advantage to your roll, though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we roll.